Hello again. Hello, everybody. I'm Yulia Savchenko, member of the steering committee of the Prague Media Point, and we're talking today to Sahel Zarinfard. She is the editor of the Austrian Dossier project, independent investigative magazine. Sahel, welcome, and we cannot wait to hear about your publication. Tell us about it. How was it created, and how is it different from other magazines in Austria?
Okay, so hi everyone, my name is Sahel. I'm, as you said, the editor and co-member of Dossier. It's an investigative and data-driven network. And we started 8 years ago in 2012. And we just had a simple idea. We were 5 young journalists who wanted to know how much tax money is invested through the public and political parties into news papers or other media outlets. And they didn't want to answer. They said it doesn't justify the amount of work it takes. So we went to the library and count the amount of the ads manually and came up with a number and with the first figure that we had. So since then, we do investigative and data-driven projects like this. And we go like new ways by financing our outlets. We are not ads funded or funded by any public or industry. So we are only depend on our readers. So we do have memberships, and our readers can support us financially with the work we do.
So, Sahel, the fact that your readers are actually paying for these subscriptions means a lot. It means that they trust you, they value your content. How long did it take you to get to that level of financial sustainability when you were just counting on the subscribers' money?
Well, I guess about 3 years, because in 2012, when we started Dossier, we actually didn't want to have our own media outlet. We just wanted to publish our research, but no other Austrian media outlet would publish our story because all of them depend on public ads. So it would be like funny for them to publish, corruption between media and politics in their name. So we had to come up with our own website. And after publishing, we received about 10,000 euro out of donation from our readers. And this was the moment we realized that maybe there is a gap in the market landscape for us for this kind of financing and investigative work. But, as I said, we didn't want to have our own media outlet. So after publishing the website and our stories, we had to make up our minds, how shall we go further, what kind of funding this kind of journalism needs. So it took quite long, like 3 years, to come up with the idea to have subscriptions and to sell them. Yeah, so we looked at other countries like the US or Netherlands, where other projects like Dossier are like really successful with this kind of funding. So we spoke to them, and then we implemented their business model.
It is very interesting, and from what I understood, you reached the nationwide recognition after this investigation. And coincidentally, the law on media transparency that was absent in Austria was adopted after this investigation was carried out. Now, 8 years later, are you seeing any major differences in how media, politics, and advertising interact in Austria?
No, not really. It's of course it's a good thing that it is now transparent to everyone. The figures and numbers and the amount of money that is invested in news outlets do have to be reported quarterly, and it's public to everyone. So everyone can see how how much money is going to which media outlets. But that doesn't mean that it changed anything. The amounts are the same. The lion's share go to the same ones, like to the tabloid formats we have. So transparency doesn't mean like action or some kind of difference in this kind of corrupt system between politics and media in Austria.
So investigative journalism, it can be a dangerous endeavor in different countries, obviously. I'm wondering, are you facing any major challenges when it comes to your investigations? And are you receiving any kind of warnings, threats, God forbid, and how are you handling that?
I mean, we do have a free press and free media and freedom of speech in Austria, right? So compared to other countries, we are like free to do and say everything we want, unless, we keep on track with the law and do not do any illegal investigation, which we don't. But of course, like any other investigative journalists or outlets, we do receive not threats, but it's like letters from how do you say? What's the English word? Lawyers. Sorry, from lawyers. From the big companies which we investigate to. Like we did a big investigation about Glock, the pistols, which are from Austria. So we did receive a lot of letters from the lawyers and also from Novomatic, which is a big gambling company, also located in Austria. So we do face that kind of threats, but we know that we are like fit to answer them and fit to answer in front of the court, and to be sure that we worked good enough to stand up against these letters and warnings and threats.
Can you tell us about your current project, current investigation? I know that it had to do with market concentration. If you could just describe briefly the current work you're doing.
Sure. Since 2019, in April, we are also publishing a print magazine. Before that, we were only an online magazine. But our current project or investigation and the currently issue of our magazine is about the superpower of supermarkets. We do have like 3 supermarket companies in Austria who are like ruling the way we eat and the way we consume food and beverage and this kind of stuff. So we did an investigation about the market concentration and what it does to the prices and what it does to to the landscape of Austria, because in every little city or even in the capital, there are like on every corner there is one outlet of their markets. So we took a deep look inside the outlets and wanted to know why there are like so little critical media coverage about supermarkets, unlike they are like really big and really powerful in terms of ads in media, like our favorite topic, and also they are the biggest private how do you say, they provide a lot of workplaces, so they are like really powerful in our country, and we wanted to make that visible.
Excellent. Sahel, thank you so much. Again, I wish we had more time to discuss your work. You're doing some very important things. And I encourage our conference participants to reach out to you through the conference's site profile, and ask more questions, maybe come up with more ideas, and most definitely share your experience. Maybe you can just pick each other's brain on different things. I would like to remind you that we were talking to Sahel Zarinfard, and we will be back with more guests and more information. Thank you for being with us, and stay tuned.